Yo, this Todd Lyons interview on our BMX Unclicked podcast is pretty good. Whatever you think of Todd these days, go check it out. He tells this great story that I was actually a part of, so I'm just doing a little quick video, give a little context. Stay till the end to hear my behind the scenes take on what happened, and I just give a couple snippets and go check out the whole interview on rbmx.com. Really good stuff. Stay till the end of this little video to hear a little behind the scenes take on what happened. Yeah, great interview. Go check it out.
Then we went to the Pit and Flyers. There was two different clubs. There was a lot of BMXers around. Later, Mark Losey, Chris Baines from Props. Do you remember him? Later, Losey, Baines, and I were dancing silly, and a guy pushed Baines, and the next thing you know, I broke a bottle over his head, and a scuffle broke out. We all got kicked out. We shaded out the back and walked back. He was bleeding. The cops were outside. Later, we found out he was a BMXer from Florida.
Mo!
And then, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so
that's Mo.
Dude, and we get back to the hotel, and we see the fucking dude in the hotel. Like, oh shit, he racing. And then I realized later he was in my motors. I raced him that weekend.
Did he know it was you?
Oh yeah. Boy, did he. So, boy, number of 90.
You don't remember this guy's name?
Aaron Parr.
Kevin.
I didn't know it then. But
Kevin Parr.
So later, I hear somewhere along Nasty like, dude, that dude's from my town. You don't want to fuck with that guy. Like, that dude was crazy.
That's Mo.
So actually, I'm gonna find it right now. Hold up. Here's my notes here. Got beat up. And now we go to the play contest in Orlando, Florida. So I thought it was a Hoffman. It was a play contest.
That makes more sense.
At Badlands Skate Park. Okay, they walked over to the car to change. Kevin Pear followed us out. In the parentheses, the guy who I broke a bottle over his head in Columbus. He was really amped up to fight me. So we started fighting. So Pete Augustin, when I'm fighting this dude, and he's basically beating me up.
Yeah.
Pete Augustin walks up, yo, Todd, you need some help? You know? And the dude like shook my hand, hey man, I still always looked up to you, but I just couldn't let that go, you know?
Yeah,
You know?
fair play, honestly.
You know?
Yeah.
And then the day before, when me and Nasty and somebody else were driving, the night before, after the contest, after I won, we're driving back to our hotel, and a car pulls up next to the, I think we're on the highway, or maybe, I don't know, but and a dude's just looking at me.
Oh,
and
Sam.
Nasty was like, dude, that's the dude you broke. I was like, oh, fuck, he's here? You know? And then the next day he found me and beat me up. So
this is hysterical. And I give Todd Lyons a lot of props for telling this story like it is, because, you know, he could easily just kind of fluff it up or exaggerate it, but that's pretty much almost exactly how it went down. The reason why I know is because I got a little scar there from a shard of glass, because I was right next to Mo, or Kevin Pear, in that club in 94. I think I was 14 years old at Christmas Classic. I used to go up there, and we would go and party at the Pit. That was the name of the club, man. Every year they would let us in. And yeah, it was, you know, the dance floor became like a mosh pit, and somebody got pushed, and next thing you know, a bottle broke, and you know, Kevin got the brunt of it. And then we were fighting. I didn't even realize it was Losey and those guys that we were kind of fighting. I knew Foster was there though, and I was just trying not to get in a fight with Foster, because that's my guy. But it all got broken up. We left. And then a couple months later, just like he said, Kevin met him in the parking lot at I thought it was a Hoffman BS contest, but I guess it was a play contest in Orlando at Badlands. And they had another scuffle. But the funny part of the story, which I'm surprised they didn't mention or pull it up, there's footage of Todd being interviewed by Props. And they're laughing at him. They're like, what happened to you, Todd? Because he's all like kind of beat up and stuff. And Todd starts laughing like a good spirited guy, you know, taking it what he deserved kind of. And he's like, oh man, I tripped and fell in the parking lot and got in a scuffle with the gravel or something like that. It's on Props. There's footage of it. It's hysterical. But anyway, cheers to Todd for being a wild guy, but also a stand-up guy and taking an ass whooping. Sometimes in life you got to take an ass whooping. And, you know, Kevin was a big dude, and he was from Lauderdale or Miami, and he didn't fuck around, and you didn't want to mess with that guy. So Todd probably actually got lucky, because if he got pulled up on the night before with Nasty there, hopefully Kevin saw Nasty and just didn't do anything, but that could have been more than a beatdown. So anyway, glad it all worked out, and that was a crazy little memory, dude. I'm glad they told the story. Cheers, Fudger. Cheers, our Unclicked. You know, go watch this interview. It's hysterical. Todd, it's so cool that he was able to journal his whole life. Like, I mean, for, you know, we are able to do that with Instagram and document things. But before that, there was nothing. So the fact that he has these little intricate stories written down, I can go and tell stories like, through memory, and they'll be like, 85%, true to form. But Todd's writing it down. He might be a little off here and there, but it's pretty much almost 100% to form. So you get the stories right. Anyway, neat stuff.